Buddy, it's Scott. Welcome back to the One-Off Shop. If you guys ever tried to make chewy granola bars at home, well, that's what we're doing today, so stick around. It's going to be good. All right, to start off with today, we're going to be using Grandma's favorite oatmeal. I guarantee I pounded down a 55-gallon drum worth of this stuff when I was a kid. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a cup and a half of just your plain instant oats and put those in a large mixing bowl. All right. Next thing you're going to want to do is, being these are just plain oats, we want to add some flavor to it. So what I've done is I've taken some instant oatmeal. I've got some cinnamon and spice here. We're going to take a couple packets of that and we're going to run it through a sieve because we want to get all that sugar and the spices out of there, because we're going to do something else with that. And we want just the oatmeal because the oatmeal is already flavored like all the spices and stuff. So we'll just take that oatmeal and mix it in with our plain oats. Alright, so let's go ahead and sift that out. Alright, once you think you've pretty much got it all out of there, just go ahead and take those oats and dump them in with your regular ones and set that off to the side for now. Alright, next thing we're going to want to do is add to our oats here. We're going to add 1 egg, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. This is a little bit like the coconut bars, but we're going to be doing some different stuff. So let's go ahead and get our sweetened condensed milk in there. Make sure you scrape that can out good. You don't want to miss any of that goodness. All right. Now you're probably going to want to use a mixer on this. I would suggest you don't, because what you're going to do if you use a mixer, you're going to break the oatmeal up so much that your granola bars are just going to be mush. There's not going to be any, whole flakes of oatmeal left. So just go ahead and fold that together with your rubber spatula till everything's good and coated and you don't see any more dry. Alright, once you've got it all mixed up, we'll go ahead and move on to the next step. Alright, the next thing you're going to want to do is take that bowl that you shook all that seasoning out into, get you a half a pack of graham crackers, and go ahead and break those up in there with it. Just give them a good crush. It doesn't matter if it's big hunks or not, because it's all going to get mixed up here in just a second. Alright, on top of that, go ahead and add in a 1/4 cup of butter, and just start stirring that up with a fork. Once that graham cracker gets wet with that butter, it'll start falling apart and turn into a mush. Just keep doing that until your graham crackers are all crushed up and you've got one nice homogeneous mixture. Alright, I've been doing this for about 3-4 minutes now. Definitely not the way I'll go next time. Next time I'll go ahead and dirty up my food processor and grind up these graham crackers before I add them in. But if you don't have a food processor, this is the only way you're going to get it done anyway. So I just wanted to see how long it would take. So it's going to take you about 5 minutes to get everything mashed up to where it's decent. Alright, so that's what you should be looking like when we're done. Alright, so to make our granola bars, I have a silicone baking mold here. So what I want to do is take some of this graham cracker mix that we made up and just squish a little bit of that in the bottom of each one. And we're going to try to make like a little crust down in the bottom of it. Get my my other good little tool here, silicone knife. We'll just mash that down inside the cup here, just to make us a little base. Okay, so this is what happens. I made a mistake in my calculations earlier. It should have been a pack and a half of graham crackers and 3/4 of a cup of butter mixed in with our seasoning. So as soon as I realized I was running out, I went ahead and I got the other pack of graham crackers and got those made up. I just added some cinnamon and sugar in to give them kind of the same flavor. Alright, so let me go ahead and get these all filled in and we'll be back. Alright, once you've got all your molds filled about 1/3 of the way up with your graham cracker crust mixture, let's go ahead and take some of our oatmeal mixture here and we'll spoon that in. And we want to try to level these off as best we can. All right, and as you get your last one filled up, go ahead and leave your silicone mold on this wire rack before you put it into your oven. Remember, your oven should be at 325, and we're going to stick these in for about 20 minutes. While these are in the oven, I'll show you how we're going to top them off. All right, for the next step, we're going to go ahead and we're going to melt down some chocolate that we're going to kind of drizzle across the top of our granola bars. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get you a 1/4 cup of evaporated milk into a saucepan on medium heat. Next, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of heavy cream powder. It's to get the fat content without adding a bunch of extra moisture to it. And on top of that, you're going to add 1 generous cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. All right, stir that around on medium heat until everything is nice and creamy. All right, so not all chocolate chips are created equal. So if yours seems like it's going to be a little stiff once you get everything melted, or if it's taking a little bit too long for all the solid pieces to go away, go ahead and add you some more evaporated milk, about a tablespoon at a time, and then stir it for a few minutes and see how you get. Mine's looking pretty good. I might give it just another little splash of evaporated milk just to make it just a little more liquid. All right, I went ahead and added 1 more tablespoon of evaporated milk. And as you can see, that made all the difference. Getting very, very liquidy now. Almost all the solid pieces are gone. You just smash around with your rubber spatula to see if you can find any. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to leave this on extreme low heat and stir it every now and then until... All right, we've got our granola bars out of the fridge, or out of the oven, out of the fridge. We're going to get them into the fridge so that they can cool. And when we come back, we're going to go ahead and get the chocolate on them. All right, we've had our granola bars in the fridge for about 30 minutes now. They're good and solid, as you can see. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a tray and put on top and flip it over here. And we'll give these a little push from the other side. All right, let's see. If they don't come out right away, just give them a little push. All right. And there's our dozen granola bars. All right, when we come back, we'll go ahead and we'll get some chocolate on them. All right, let's go ahead and get our chocolate that's been sitting on low for a while. Should be nice and liquidy, something like that. You kind of drizzle it just a little at a time. Get a couple dabs on each one. Then we'll come back and we'll just spread this over the entire top of it. Go ahead and stick this back in the fridge for about 10 more minutes. Let everything solidify, and then we'll come back and try it. What do y'all think of my apron? I just went and got this out of the mail. My oldest daughter sent it to me for Father's Day. Thank you, baby. I love you. All right, we've got our granola bars out. They're all nice and cool, frosted with chocolate. Let's go ahead and try one. Buttery, chewy, chocolate, crunch from the graham cracker crust. These are great. Now, if my calculations are correct, these should be somewhere around 175, 180 calories a piece. And this recipe makes about a dozen. You'll probably have a little bit left over. You can put that in a little pie plate or something like that and make up a big cookie or whatever you want to do. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Tune in on Saturday. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing something with a meat that I haven't singled out yet, which is ham. So we'll be doing something with ham on Saturday. So tune in then. Thanks again for the new apron. I appreciate it. And until next time, Keep rifling through the cabinets, keep rummaging through the fridge, and turn those what ifs into a one-off.